So I have to admit I was really excited for Jurassic Park the game. So I honestly thought that it was going to be a really cool experience, and in total fairness, it's not what I'd call a bad experience. I just have one major gripe with it. This isn't really a game at all. That's kind of the problem. Like, everything else is fine. We have interesting characters, we have a very good story that ties in very well with the first movie, we have a decent looking graphical appeal, not amazing, but not terrible either, great voice acting that's backing the characters, and on top of it, you just have a not existent game. Like, there isn't a game here. Like, I played Metal Gear Solid 4 and felt like it was more of a movie than the game. Oh, you don't know! What a fucking... just God! Like, you want to talk about something that's supposed to be a game that's more like a... Jesus Christ, Jurassic Park! Like, there isn't any gameplay! Like, this isn't a game at all! It is... I would barely consider it an interactive movie at this point. That's the state we're at. Now, in fairness, there is gameplay here, but it's not really exciting or interesting, and it doesn't change much. Let me try to explain. There are 3 different kinds of gameplay in the whole game. Number 1, and the most interesting, are the puzzles. There are a lot of different puzzles in the game. Some vary in difficulties. What bothers me is that they're kind of random. Like, it's not a matter of, oh, the early puzzles are easier and later puzzles are harder. No, it kind of goes back and forth randomly throughout the game. None get really hard, and none get stupidly easy. So, it's not so much that the puzzles are bad, it's that they don't happen enough to warrant proper gameplay. And there's no proper difficulty curve to go along with them. You don't expect the next puzzle to be any harder than the last. You don't really know how difficult the puzzles are going to be based on how much you progress through the game, because again, it's random. The second bit of gameplay is when you're actually sitting in an area and just talking to people. This varies based on, you know, what story point you're at and what characters are with you, you know, whatever happens to be going on. There's usually kind of a pseudo puzzle to solve here. It's not really a puzzle, you just have to figure out what to do in order to progress. But it's mostly conversational based, and you just have to talk to people. It's not really that intuitive. It's kind of interesting. You learn more about the characters and more about the story, but there's not much gameplay to be had here. Then the last part are QuickTime events. This is the majority of the game. This is annoying as hell. The puzzles and the talking and the story are all fine, and then mixed in are these fucking QuickTime events. And let me tell you, I was never a hater of QuickTime events. A lot of people bitched about them, saying, "Yeah, they ruin games." I never minded them at any point. Until now. This is too much. Okay, an entire game based around QuickTime events, like what? Is this freaking Power Rangers with a Sega CD we're dealing with here? Come on. Don't give me this shit. This isn't gameplay. This is just dumb. In fairness, it's kind of intuitive because based on how you react to things changes what's going on in the scene. And even if you fail, it's not an instant kill. Like, you don't die immediately if you fail. Actually, sometimes you do. It varies. Again, it fucking varies. And you can see they tried really hard to make these points interesting, but good God, I fucking hate having to do this many QuickTime events. It's irritating. It's not fun. Don't do this. And it kind of pisses me off too. Not because I'm mad at them for making the game this way, I'm more annoyed that people are going to avoid this game just because of that, because honestly, the game has a really good story. Like, if this was a movie, I think it would be awesome. No. They just had to bog it down with QuickTime events. And a lack of gameplay. Like, just, why? I don't understand. If you're a big fan of Jurassic Park, I would recommend it on the basis that the story is so good that I think you would like it just for that, like me. But if you're looking to actually play a game, like literally play a game, then don't do this. Don't even touch it. Don't even consider it. You will not like this. Only get this if you're a big Jurassic Park fan and want to see a different take on the Jurassic Park story. That is the only reason you should ever pick up this game. Movie. Thing. Whatever. This is Darkness, and I bid you all a fond farewell.
Let's go. That's it.